Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now in this video, we will be building the latest Blokees Pokémon S-Class Wave 3. Wow, this is already Wave 3. And I haven't even finished building Wave 2. I think I still have 3 more Pokemon in Wave 2 that I haven't made any video yet and is waiting for me to build. It's just really been busy at work, so when it comes to the build, especially the model kits, I haven't really had that much time to do their videos, so they are in my backlog. So I decided that whenever I get free, instead of making one video for all the 6 Pokemons in each wave, I'm just gonna make this one whole video unboxing and building all of the Pokemons in one wave. So this is gonna be a build, this is gonna be an unboxing, build, and review of the whole Wave 3 of this Blokees Pokemon S-Class, which is the smaller scale class. Or in the case, I think I've noticed that this class actually focuses on the first evolution, or first form of the Pokemon, and the last one, the class L, they are more focused on the final or usually the third evolution of a Pokemon. Anyway, again, I'm just gonna make this one video building this, and then maybe next week or when I had another free time, I'm just gonna make another catch-up video to completely build those 3 remaining backlogs on Wave 2. Anyway guys, let us start with the packaging. So here is the front of the box showing the 6 Pokemons included in this wave. The side shows that. Anyway guys, this is currently just available in China. That's why everything here is written in Chinese, including the Blokees. So I think the Blokees is somehow written in English, but the names of the Pokemon, they're all in Chinese. One side, just Pokemon. The other side, some legalese and the QR code for the product. The other side just says Blokees. And the bottom, nothing there. So let us open up. So if this were available in retail, I'm guessing that this is how the box is gonna be displayed, and you gotta give it to the marketing team of Blokees. They really know how to do the packaging, and this packaging really makes the product very attractive. If I ever saw this in retail, it definitely is gonna get my attention, especially if you are a Pokemon fan like me. Now, one of the good thing about the Pokemon line of Blokees is, unlike Transformers or their other IP, these are not blind boxes, because as you can see, the character you're buying is basically have its own box. It has its own packaging. If you will look at the top there, so in here, if you buy the whole package, basically you know that you're getting all of the 6 Pokemon. And again, in case this becomes available in retail and you want to buy them, they are not blind boxes. You can basically buy the Pokemon that you like, because the packaging for that Pokemon is pretty specific. So these are not blind boxes. These are more classified as model kits. So let us start with the one that I'm more familiar with, which is number 0066 Machop, my favorite fighting Pokemon. So here is the front of the box. The side shows all of the characters that is included in this wave. Then That is actually pretty cute. It has some rock chopping effect on the base and shows some details of articulation on it. The side, this is promo pic of Machop. The top and the bottom. Anyway, let us unbox, build, and see if Blokees did justice to this fighting Pokemon in action figure form. So upon opening it, what we will see is a plastic of, again, pre-cut parts, which is what I like about this Pokemon line of Blokees, because they are not in a runner, so no need to cut them. You just really need to build them. And if you've been building model kits like me, that is actually a good thing, because it means less work and less cleaning. Because one of the things that is really takes me a lot of time when building a model kit is when I cut it off the runner and I had to clean the knob marks. Okay, let us put them out of the plastic. So here are all of the parts that are needed in order to build the base and Machop. I'll be honest, I'm kind of surprised of the sheer number of parts that Machop comes into. But in a way, I'm also excited, because it means that Blokees really thought a lot in engineering this figure, and more parts also means more articulation. So the figure also comes with this art card of Machop. Let me just fix on the camera. So here is the art card of Machop. Then I still don't know what these are called, but I actually like them. So he also comes with this plastic, clear plastic. I don't know what this is called, but I do like collecting them. If you guys know what these are called, can you leave it in the comment? And then of course this sticker that is going to be part of the design of the base. And the manual. Here's a picture of all the Pokemon in this wave, and then the full build is actually compressed into this one page. And then for the base, there's the build. So yeah. I'll be honest, guys, I kind of had a hard time putting these two together, because this red thing is just kind of hard to align. I mean, just look at that. It's not aligning. So I'm just gonna have to. I think the main reason why it's not aligning is because of this one. Putting it on that one is kind of a little hard. So you're gonna have to make sure that this goes in there neatly in order to align it. So let's see. Nah, look what happened. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this off camera, guys. I'm gonna show it to you if I was able to link it, but technically what's causing the problem is this one getting into that. Okay, I'm finally able to do it. Basically, you really need to make sure that that circle in the middle really aligns first on the peg inside and the middle before you peg the other two here. Man, I can't believe it took me a lot of time just building this head. Okay, it's the other way around. Or is it? Wow. Why am I having a hard time building this head? Okay, it's the other way around. So this long one should be at the back. You put it first like that, and then that. I'm kind of not confident on the connection of this one. I'll probably glue this. I'll probably glue this part. Anyway, guys, as you can see, I did not do the build here using speed build because I want you to see the part wherein I also had a hard time when building it, and I'm actually surprised that I'm having a hard time building the head. So here's the other one, the other side. Anyway, finally, there's the head sculpt. I'll probably glue those parts. I'm just really not confident on the way they are attached. Okay, so far these three parts are actually sticking pretty well. So I'm not gonna glue them for now, but the very first sign wherein they pop up, I'll just glue them. I just don't want to deal with the problem of losing these parts because it popped up and I didn't notice it. Okay, so far the body is pretty smooth. It's not as hard as the one when I'm building the head. Okay, that's actually a pretty good connection. So do the same thing to build the other arm. Now in order for you to know which is right and which is left, this will be the guide. Okay, so this is the right one, should be like that, and this is the left one, should be like that. Okay. So get the joint with the wherein one side is short and the other one is long. And then do that. Then do this. There. Then you can see the top there for the shoes. Or do we still call it shoes? Because basically these are not shoes, this is basically legs. So there. And again, do the same thing for the other legs. Okay. So there's one leg. Then here's the other leg. So what's left is the tail. There goes the tail. And that is the fully built Machop. By the way guys, he does have this extra hand if you want him to do the karate chop. Now, after building Machop, I noticed that there's this extra joints. I guess they just provided them as extra part in case you broke the joint. Because I can only imagine that if there are parts of this figure that might get broken, it's this. So it's a good thing that Blokees gave us some extra. Now when it comes to the base, I think the manual is pretty simple and straightforward, so I will no longer include the build of the base in this video since I'll be building basically 6 figures, so I'm just gonna be building the base off camera. So here is the base, and as you can see, there's this clear karate chop effect parts, so you can put it like that, like Machop broke the rock. And then this one, in case this is the first Blokees Pokemon that you have, this is actually where you attach the leg. Wait, I think it's the other way around. Should it be the other way around? No. Let me check on it first. You know what guys, if you're gonna be putting the Machop on his base, I think it's better that you put the connector here already before you connect it here. there. So Machop is not going anywhere. Okay, let me just pick some up. So there's Machop connected to his base doing a karate chop. Okay, before we go to the next Pokemon, let us first check the articulation. So much of the mouth actually opens and closes. Then head can do that. It's only connected to a single ball peg. For the hands, can rotate. Shoulder. That's how much he can do the T-pose. Then double jointed elbow and single ball point here. For the leg, the connection of the thigh to the leg is too deep. That's why kicking up and kicking back is pretty limited. You cannot even do a bandam. That's the best bandam it can do. Again, main reason is that the connection to the thigh and the waist is too deep. Thus, this circle thingy limits the range of the leg. Anyway, he does have articulation there, and this can also rotate, and only a single ball peg for the connecting this one. I keep saying shoe, but it's not wearing a shoe, so it's just a single peg connection there if you've seen it on the build. And yeah, I guess when it comes to the legs and the hands, articulation is actually good. Oh, the tail, let's not forget the tail. Okay, there's a few articulation there. So it comes to the hands and the head, I think articulation's range is okay. But when it comes to the leg, kicking forward and backward is kind of limited because of the way that the connection between the thigh and the waist is too deep. And that is it for the Machop. Now let's go to the next Pokemon. For our second build, let us go with Corphish, a water Pokemon. So for the packaging, he is number 341. Side, same picture as the one from Machop that pictures all the 6 Pokemon in this wave. The other side, picture of the fully built Corphish. The back, a photo of the fully built Corphish with his base and power effects. The bottom, some legalese, and I guess that's the product QR code. The top, another picture of Corphish. Anyway, let us unbox and build this figure. Okay, what's in the box? So we have that, the card, sticker, manual, base, and that is it. Let me just remove them off the plastic bag. These are everything that we need to build Corphish and the base. It comes with this art card. Surprisingly though, it doesn't have that clear plastic art card too, which I don't know what it is called. So I guess not all of the releases have that. There are some characters that have that. And unfortunately for Corphish, this is all he has. And aside from this, he also comes with the sticker for the base and the manual. Since for Machop, I showed it in a very raw build, I guess I'm just gonna continue with it. So I'm not gonna do any speed build now. Instead, I'm gonna show you the 100% raw build of the figure. So that should show there. Okay. Need to make sure that the hole aligns on it. Aligns. Did something wrong again. Something's off with me, I guess. Basically, this is how you build it. You put it there, and then make sure that this two hole will be aligned here, because that is where the hands are going to be. There, now I did it right. Must be just getting old or getting rusty. That wasn't so hard. Maybe the same thing happened when I was building the Machop. It shouldn't have been that hard building the head, but maybe it's just me not following instruction, or I'm just really not feeling that well right now, but I just really want to show the full build of this Pokémon because this is part of my relaxing time. So please bear with me, guys, if you see something here while I was building that you see that is not how you do it. It should have been simpler than that. I'm sorry, guys. But the main focus of this video is just for those who are not familiar with building model kits, to show you at least a video guide on how to build this, especially if you are a fan of Pokemon but has no experience building model kit. For those expert builders, sorry guys, I test your patience if you see me doing something here that is obviously not following the simple step that is clearly on the manual. I'm just not 100% to that right now. Okay, next step is for this one to be aligned to there and this thing. Okay, that went in smoothly and pretty good connection. Okay, three connection. This should be easy. Okay, I think I got it. So that's how it would look like. Then this one we connect here. Yeah, I guess. Okay, I like that. It's basically gonna give the Pokemon some kind of an up crunch, I guess. Okay, now for the hands. So that one. Then those will be connected there. Okay, let me see if I can see it. Sorry guys, my eyes. There. Good. So there. And through the magic of video editing, do the same thing again, because Corphish had two hands. What do you call this, guys? Sorry, English is not my first language. That's why sometimes I'm struggling or I just forget, maybe because of old age or something. I forgot what these are called in English. Okay, so let us put that here. Okay, that connected pretty well. Let's try the other one. Okay, looking pretty good. And we just put all of this little legs, I guess. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, doesn't want to get in. There, 3. Then do the same thing on the other side. 1, number 2, and number 3. And I guess that is the fully built Corphish. And if you want them to have this like power effects parts, you have to remove this, I guess. You can remove this. There, and then replace it with this one. There. So this is how it would look like with the power effects. I think I'm gonna keep this on it because it actually looks pretty cool. And as usual guys, to save some time on this video, I'm just gonna build the base up camera since the manual is pretty simple to follow. And here is the fully built base. I don't see any point of connection for Corphish on the base. So I'm thinking unlike Machop, you're just gonna have to put Corphish on it with no locking connection. And as I suspected, yeah, there is no connection to lock Corphish on the base like what we did with Machop. Basically, it's just you just put Corphish on top of the base. Luckily, Corphish is actually a very stable figure. He stands pretty well on its own, so I don't see any problem on it. If you will display Corphish in this base, I don't think it will fall over unless you literally knock it off. And yeah, pretty good looking Pokemon figure. I did enjoy the build on this one. I don't think I had any problem building this on the build of this one. And honestly guys, I think the reason why I had a hard time in building the Machop head is more on me. Just maybe not in the right mood while I was building that, because I'm actually building, continuing this build video in the morning. So I built this Corphish in the morning. And when I was building Machop, it was actually late at night. And maybe that's another factor why I kind of had a hard time building that. Anyway, guys, leave in the comment. Did you also have a hard time connecting that head of Machop? Anyway, enough of Machop. The one on the stage is Corphish, and definitely another winner for Blokees. This is a well-made model kit and a nicely built Pokemon. The finished figure, amazing. It looks really amazing. Okay, for the articulation, the arms does rotate, and then this does open and closes. Even the one with the fire, with the power effect, does open and closes. Like that. Then it does have a cut here, but unfortunately not that much articulation here. Despite of the fact that there's a cut, there isn't really that much articulation. Then this one, the legs, same theme, single ball peg connection. May I say though that the connection of these four legs at the bottom part is more stable and fixed compared to the connection of the legs here, which have a tendency to pop up actually. This, like that one, look. So yeah, I just want to take note of that. This four at the bottom connects beautifully, but these two at the upper portion, they tend to pop up. And that is it for the articulation. So next on our build is, I wish I'm reading this correctly because I am not that familiar with this Pokemon. Based on my internet search, the name of this Pokemon is Fuecoco. Fuecoco? Am I reading that correctly, or is that Fuecoco? Please leave in the comment on how this is pronounced, but basically it's a fire type Pokemon, which is like a crocodile, I guess. It says a crocodile, and its power is the flamethrower or ember. Evolves into Crocalor. Anyway, sorry if I messed up the name of this Pokemon. He does look good, so I think I'm gonna like it. So let us unbox and build him. So what is inside? One plastic bag, two plastic bag, manual, sticker, and a card. Let us just put these parts out of the bag. Sorry guys, I just went straight to opening it without showing the box. So that's the front of the box, the side, the other side, the back. So it does come with the special power effects, the bottom, and the top. These are all the parts that we need in order to build Fuecoco. Again, sorry if that's not how the name of this Pokemon is read. That's just how I read it. So it comes with the standard art card. He also doesn't come with that clear plastic card. I guess that's maybe just limited to popular Pokemon because I know who Machop is, so I guess maybe that's why he has one, and this lesser known Pokemon doesn't have any. The sticker for the base, and then of course the manual for the full build. So first step, let us build the head. Okay. Then this one, the face, I guess. Then connect this there. Am I gonna have a hard time with it? Nope. Simple connection. Success. There, it does open up. Nice. Now for the body. There. The other side. Nice. So far, everything fits well together. Then this one. Did I make a mistake? Yeah, I did. There. Okay, so far so good. Everything fits well together. Now we connect the body and the head. There. Nice articulation for the head. Nice. I'm liking the engineering on this one. Then it does have very small hand. So you put that there. There. Very small hand. Then the other one. There. Very small hands. Now let us connect the legs. Okay, that connect pretty well. The other side. And I think that fully assembles Fuecoco. Anyway, here is the build for the base, and as usual, to save time, I'm just gonna do this off camera. And here is the base. Now, this is a fire type Pokemon, so I'm just wondering why the power effect parts is pink instead of fire colored like this one. If anyone knows why, maybe it's not just 100% fire type, maybe it's another power, but yeah, it just makes me wonder why that is pink and not fire colored. So here is a 360-degree look of the fully built figure on the base. And like Corphish, it doesn't have any connection, a fixed connection on the base. You basically just put him there. This Fuecoco is actually on the smaller side, I think. Anyway, after I build all the 6 Pokemon in this wave, I'm gonna do a size comparison. But that's one of the things that I noticed. Fuecoco is on the smaller side. But that doesn't mean he's my least favorite, because when it comes to the cuteness, he is 100%. Maybe not just 100%, but 110%. Definitely on that good side of that one. This is a cute looking Pokemon. Now, cuteness aside, when it comes to articulation, the head actually rotates that well. I like that. Then he can open his mouth like that. The hands are too small and doesn't really move that much. Anyway, for the leg, you can actually put it like that, so I guess you can put him on a sitting position, I guess. And that is it for the articulation. Again, what he lacks in articulation, he definitely exceeds when it comes to cuteness. I like this Pokemon, it really looks cute. Okay, this is another Pokemon that I don't know. Based from the translation that I did, it's actually giving me 2 names. One is Sirfetch'd and the other one is Farfetch'd. Then from the store, it was described as Farfetch'd, but based from a little research, it says that Farfetch'd is the evolution of Sirfetch'd. Anyway, guys, can you leave in the comment, is this Sirfetch'd or Farfetch'd? Now, using previous experiences from this line, that this is the Pokemon S-Class by Blokees are mostly the first form of the Pokemon and not the fully evolved. I guess this is Sirfetch'd. if Farfetch'd is the fully evolved form. Please leave in the comment if I am wrong. Anyway, enough of that. Here is the packaging. So the front, side, the other side, bottom, and the top. Now, let us unbox this and see if Blokees did justice to, I'm assuming, Sirfetch'd. So, what's in the box? 1 plastic bag, 2 plastic bag. Anyway, let us remove all the parts from the plastic bag and see if this is gonna be another easy build. These are everything that we need to build Sirfetch'd and the beast. So it comes with the standard card, sticker for the base, and the manual for the build of the model kit. So let us build the head. So first step, this one you connect there, which I'm thinking is gonna be the neck connection. Then these two we put together. Okay, nicely done. Then let's put on the beak. Okay, it looks better now. Now let us build the body. Now let us connect the head. Now let us build this. Now on this part you might think that it doesn't fit, but you just have to press it on like that there, and then do that. So that's how it should look. Then this one. Then connect this. Yes. Then for this part, if you see that block, then there's, I'm not sure if you can see it. Anyway, it should go like this. There. Anyway, for this part then, you just connect that. Yep, so it's basically holding whatever this vegetable is called. I forgot what it is called. And the other side is more simpler. There. Now for the legs, you just put that there. And the other one there. And I guess that fully built Sirfetch'd. Now like Machop, this actually have a locking parts. A locking part for the base, so put that there, and then here is a 360-degree look of the fully built Sirfetch'd with him crushing that wood with this, again, vegetable thingy. I'm not sure what it is called. I actually like the concept that they did here. I'm definitely gonna be displaying this Pokemon in the base like this because it actually brings interest to the figure. Anyway, may I say though that connection to the leg by the base is not as stable or fixed as the Machop connection. It still tends to fall off the figure. So that connection, I guess, is more like to balance or make the figure stable. But as far as fixing Farfetch'd to the base, nah, he tends to fall off. It's not really a very good connection as like the one on Machop, wherein even if you turn the figure and the base upside down, it won't get off. This one, it will fall off. So it is more like a connection there to balance the figure instead of fix him to the base. Anyway, still, this is a very nice concept for Blokees. I do like what they did here. This is definitely how I'm going to be displaying this Sirfetch'd on my display cabinet. Anyway, that's number 4, so 2 more. Before we move on to Pokemon number 5, let's check the articulation. So this wing does rotate like that, and then this one, as you saw, it tends to go like that. The legs is just a simple ball peg connection. And then the head does rotate. And that is all for the articulation of Sirfetch'd. Okay, next, Pokemon number 5 in the way. Let us unbox and build Quaxly. So here is the packaging. I guess it's gonna have an alternate head. Okay, let us unbox and build Quaxly. So what is in the box? One plastic bag. Okay, let us remove them from their plastic bag. These are everything that comes with Quaxly. He also comes with this cute art card. Then the sticker for the base. And the build manual. So let us start building the head. Now, he does come with an alternate face wherein the eyes are closed. So if you want this one, you can actually replace it with this one. There is not a complete set for this for a head sculpt that looks like this. Basically, you're gonna need to remove this and replace it with this if this is the look that you are going for. Let us give that. Now let us build the body. Okay, the parts is a little too small for my hands, so there. Let us give him his hands. And now for the legs. Where's the other one? There. And I guess that's the fully built Quaxly. So Quaxly does come, as I shown before, an alternate closed eyes face sculpt. And then he also comes with this alternate right hands. So like the fighting hand, I guess. Or this one. To see if it will be easy replacing the face sculpt. I'll be honest, guys. I think you're going to need a tool for this one in order to remove the face sculpt. Yeah, there. This is why I think they should have provided a whole set of head, because replacing the face sculpt is such a pain to do, to be honest. So there it is. So there is Quaxly sleeping. For the base, as usual, to save time, I'm just gonna build this off camera. So here is the fully built base, and it does come with that lock. It's for the leg. This one. I guess you're gonna have to put it also like, or you can just put it up a little like that, and then put the leg in, then put it down. Nah, I'm overcomplicating this. Technically, you're gonna have to put it like that, and then you put it on the base to lock Quaxly on the base. Let's do that. And this is a 360-degree look of the fully built Quaxly. So I actually like this figure, but my only problem with it is that they should have given Quaxly a full alternate head, because replacing the face sculpt with this sleepy head sculpt compared to the normal head sculpt is kind of a toss, basically. It would have been much simple if they just given us an alternate head. And then the other thing is that Quaxly is kind of, maybe because of the design of the character, his head is a little heavy compared to the whole body, so I'm having a hard time making him stand on his own. So that lock on the base is really important in order to make him stand on his own. Not that it's not possible, but it is possible. But nah, but that head sculpt is too heavy, and that's actually another one of my criticism with this figure. The lock on the base that connects Quaxly's leg is not that tight. It's kind of loose, so it's possible. As you can see, I was able to do it, but it doesn't lock in compared to the other Pokemons. Now for the articulation, so head can do that. Then rotation, single ball peg. Same as this. For the leg, again, it's just a single. It's just a single ball point connection. So yeah, not so much articulation, but I think when it comes to the cuteness, that is the main focus, I guess, of this line, because this Quaxly looks really cute. Okay guys, correction, I guess I wasn't just pushing it hard enough. The lock on the leg does work pretty well, but I just wasn't able to connect it the correct way on my first try. Pokemon number 6, and the last one on this wave is Pokemon number 0393 Piplup, another water Pokemon. I noticed that this wave is full of water Pokemon. Actually, 3% of it are water Pokemons. Anyway, for the box, he also has an alternate face expression. I wish that he has a full alternate head, unlike Quaxly, because replacing the head sculpt is too much work for me. I'm just really that lazy. So what is inside? 1 plastic bag, 2 plastic bag, 3 plastic bag. Okay, let us remove them from their plastic bag. These are everything you need in order to build Piplup. I hope I'm reading that and pronouncing that correctly. So as usual, Piplup comes with the standard art card, which looks really cool. Sticker for the base, and the build manual. So let us start building the head. Okay, it does come with an alternate faceplate, but I guess in the case of this one, it will be easier as compared to Quaxly because you don't have to disassemble the head here, which is the part that I don't like with Quaxly. In the case of this one, you just need to remove it like here, which I think is much simpler. Is it? I guess. I guess it's not as easy as I thought it would be. Maybe here. Okay, I'm gonna need this again. Yeah. Now let us build the body. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, guys, but the connection of this to his is not stable. It doesn't really connect that well. It doesn't stay fixed. See? It doesn't work. Am I doing something wrong? No. I think that's the best I can do. So it doesn't really connect that well. It's just lying there. Okay. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, I did everything, guys, but this doesn't really connect. So I'm just gonna put the head. And yeah, okay, the head I guess we'll keep it in place. Okay, so the connection of the head to the neck is tightened up in order to keep this in place. So let us put the hands. And now the super small legs. And I guess that would be the fully built Quaxly. Let me work on the base. So here is the fully assembled base, and it does have a lock for Quaxly's, sorry, not Quaxly, Piplup's leg there. Which I guess works pretty well. Here is a complete 360-degree look of the fully built Piplup. For articulation, well, the head does rotate like that. Then for the hands, single ball peg connection. For the legs, same thing, single ball peg connection. And yeah, that is it for the, can you make her sit down? Yeah, You can make him sit down. You just have to rotate the legs. And there you go. Those are the 6 new Pokemon figures in Blokees S-Class Wave 3. Which one is your favorite? I'll be honest, guys. My favorite on this one will be Sirfetch'd. I just really like that gimmick that they gave on him. It will really design very well. Him trying breaking that wood with just that vegetable. I still don't remember what that vegetable is called. Some kind of a bamboo thingy, or I don't know. Again, guys, English is not my first language. That's why there are some words that just misses or I just forget. Anyway, my favorite here will be Sirfetch'd. Second will be Corphish. I really like how Corphish looks. And then the third one will be Machop. Those will be my top 3. The other 3, well, I guess when it comes to the cuteness level, they are really cute, but I am more focused on how they are displayed, the uniqueness of how they are displayed. And when it comes to the way they are displayed on their base, I think Sirfetch'd is the most unique one. Second will be Corphish. Corphish just looks really good, I'll be honest. And then the third one, despite of maybe it was just me that I had a hard time building his head, Machop. How about you guys? Which one is your favorite on this 6 new Pokemon in this wave? Are you gonna pick it up?